everyone! Welcome back to Clip Your English. I'm Rachel, and I'm super excited to chat with you today about something that's honestly changed my whole approach to learning languages.
And I'm Jake. Rachel, are we really going to talk about what I think we're going to talk about?
Yes! We're diving into why watching movies is literally one of the best ways to improve your English. And trust me, by the end of this episode, you'll have some amazing strategies that'll make your movie nights way more productive.
Ooh, and here's the thing that might blow your mind. Most people are watching movies completely wrong when they're trying to learn English.
Exactly. So stick around because we're going to share some game-changing tips that'll help you learn faster than you ever thought possible.
All right, Rachel, let's be honest here. When I first started learning English seriously, I thought watching movies was just, entertainment. Like, how could Batman or Spider-Man actually help me speak better?
Oh my gosh, I totally get that. But here's what's crazy. Movies are they're like having thousands of native English teachers all in one place. Think about it, Jake. When you watch a movie, you're hearing real conversations, natural expressions, and authentic pronunciation all at the same time.
That's actually a really good point. Because in textbooks, everything sounds so formal. Like, nobody actually says, "How do you do?" when they meet someone new.
Exactly. In movies, people say, "Hey, what's up?" or "How's it going?" That's the real English people actually use every day.
Mm-hmm. And you know what else I love about movies? The emotions, Rachel. When someone's angry in a movie, you can hear exactly how their voice changes. When they're sad, excited, confused, you get all those different tones.
Yes, that's such an important point because learning English isn't just about grammar and vocabulary. It's about understanding how people really communicate. And movies show you everything, the facial expressions, the body language, the context.
Speaking of vocabulary, Rachel, I remember when I first watched The Avengers, I learned so many everyday expressions that I'd never seen in my English classes.
Ooh, like what?
Well, like when someone says, "I've got your back." That means I'll support you or I'll help you. Or when they say, "Let's get out of here," instead of, "Let's leave this place."
Exactly. And another huge benefit is pronunciation. I mean, when you hear actors speaking, you can really focus on how they pronounce different sounds. Oh, that reminds me of something important. Jake, a lot of English learners get frustrated because they think they need to understand every single word in a movie. But that's not true, right?
Not at all. Actually, here's a tip that changed everything for me. When I watch movies now, I focus on understanding the general story first. Don't stress about every word.
That's brilliant advice. Because even native speakers don't catch every single word sometimes, especially in action movies with lots of background noise.
Right. And here's another strategy I love. Watching the same movie multiple times, but differently each time.
Ooh, tell us more about that.
Okay, so first time, I watch with subtitles in my native language, just to understand the story. Second time, English subtitles, so I can connect the sounds with the words. And third time, no subtitles at all.
That's genius. Because by the third time, your brain has already processed the story, so you can focus completely on the English.
Exactly. And Rachel, here's something that might surprise people. Comedies are actually amazing for learning English.
Oh, absolutely. Because humor often uses everyday language, slang, and cultural references. Plus, if you can understand English jokes, that's like next level comprehension.
Though I have to admit, understanding comedy was probably the hardest part for me when I was learning.
Yeah, because jokes often depend on cultural knowledge or wordplay. But once you start getting them, it feels so rewarding.
And you know what else is great about movies? They teach you about different English accents. American, British, Australian. You get exposed to all these variations.
That's so true. Like in Harry Potter movies, you hear British accents. In Finding Nemo, it's American. And each accent has its own charm and characteristics.
Plus, different genres teach you different types of vocabulary. Action movies have lots of short, quick phrases. Dramas have more emotional vocabulary. Sci-fi movies introduce technical terms.
Mm-hmm. And historical movies can teach you more formal or old-fashioned English expressions. It's like having different English teachers for different situations.
Here's another tip I want to share. Don't just watch passively. I like to pause movies sometimes and repeat interesting phrases out loud.
Oh, that's such good practice because you're not just listening, you're actually using your mouth muscles to practice pronunciation.
Exactly. And sometimes I'll write down new expressions in a notebook. Like if I hear someone say, "I'm running late," instead of "I'm not on time," I'll jot that down.
That's smart because these natural expressions are gold when you're trying to sound more fluent.
And here's something that really helped me with listening skills. I started watching movies at normal speed, not slowed down. Because in real life, people don't talk slowly just because you're learning English.
That's brave, but you're absolutely right. Movies help train your ear for natural speech speed and rhythm.
Plus, when you watch with friends or family, you can pause and discuss what's happening. It becomes like a fun English practice session.
I love that idea. Making it social definitely makes learning more enjoyable and less intimidating.
And let's talk about streaming platforms for a second. Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, they usually have multiple subtitle options, which is perfect for learners.
Yes, and many platforms now have audio descriptions too, which can help you learn descriptive vocabulary.
Jake, we should probably give our listeners a specific movie recommendation, right?
Absolutely. Jake, I've been thinking about this and I want to recommend The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith.
Ooh, that's a great choice. Tell us why.
Well, first of all, it's an incredible true story about perseverance and never giving up on your dreams. The story itself is really inspiring and worth watching just for entertainment.
And from an English learning perspective?
The dialogue is mostly everyday conversational English, nothing too complex or technical. Will Smith's character talks to his son a lot, so you hear patience, caring language. He also has job interviews, so you learn professional English too.
Plus, it deals with real-life situations that English learners might encounter, looking for work, talking to strangers, explaining difficult situations.
Exactly. And the emotional range in this movie is perfect for learning. You'll hear happy conversations, stressed conversations, hopeful conversations. It's like a masterclass in English emotions.
And Will Smith has very clear pronunciation, which is great for learners. Plus, the movie is slow-paced enough that you can follow along without getting overwhelmed.
The best part is that it's genuinely moving and well made, so you won't feel like you're just studying. You'll be entertained while learning.
Perfect choice, Rachel. It's educational and inspiring at the same time.
All right, everyone. Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. We talked about how movies give you natural pronunciation, real conversations, and authentic expressions that you won't find in textbooks.
We shared the 3 viewing strategy. First, with native language subtitles, then English subtitles, then no subtitles at all.
And we recommended The Pursuit of Happiness as a perfect movie for English learners. Great story, clear dialogue, and real-life vocabulary.
Now, here's our question for you. What's your favorite English movie, and what new expressions have you learned from it? Drop your answers in the comments below.
And if today's episode helped you see movies in a new way, smash that like button and subscribe for more practical English tips every week.
Remember, learning English doesn't have to be boring. Grab some popcorn, pick a good movie, and start improving your English tonight.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Until next time, keep practicing and keep watching.
See you in the next episode.